Are you going to sue Blake Lively too?
Into oblivion, Megan. Wait till you see this lawsuit.
Oh boy.
A lot of it's my real life clothes or my husband's clothes or my girlfriend Gigi's clothes. I was borrowing some.
Wait, that's kind of amazing.
I mean, honestly, the way that I get into a character is through their style. So it was more about who Lily is that was so fascinating to me.
The foundation of this scandal was a project that had all the makings of a Hollywood masterpiece. Justin Baldoni, the heartthrob-turned-director, joined forces with Blake Lively, a star synonymous with class and creativity, to adapt a best-selling novel adored by millions. The story, rich with emotion and themes of resilience, was poised to be the kind of film that wins awards and breaks hearts. But from day one, cracks began to show. Baldoni envisioned a film that stayed true to the book's emotional grit, one that wasn't afraid to dive into the raw, sometimes messy, realities of life. Lively, on the other hand, reportedly saw something different, a polished, modern take designed to captivate today's blockbuster audience. Think lavish costumes, subtle comedy, and a lighter tone that would draw in casual viewers. This clash of visions wasn't just creative, it was personal. Baldoni was deeply attached to the novel's authenticity, while Lively wanted to reimagine it with her signature flair. And to make matters more complex, rumors began swirling that Ryan Reynolds, though not officially involved, was heavily influencing Lively's decisions. At first, the creative tensions were kept under wraps, but it wasn't long before things spilled into the public eye and into a legal battlefield.
In one case, we're going to put every single text message, every single document, everything on a website for everyone in the public to read, come to their own conclusions, and they can determine whether or not there was sexual harassment here, there was a smear campaign, or there was retaliation, because we have proof and receipts that absolutely and unequivocally.
I'm honored, and I'm also more honored that because, what we're talking about is so important and so meaningful, that we're able to have this much anticipation, and so many people want to go see it and are talking about it. That's what I'm grateful for.
The feud exploded when Blake Lively made a bold move, filing a formal complaint about her experience on the project. Her claim that her creative input was not only ignored, but outright dismissed. To the public, it sounded like a classic case of a stifled visionary actress trying to make her voice heard. But Baldoni wasn't about to sit quietly. He fired back in a way that shocked everyone, releasing texts, emails, and production logs that painted a very different picture. In these receipts, Lively didn't just appear to be involved. She seemed to be fully on board with many of the decisions she was now criticizing. The public narrative quickly spiraled into chaos. Fans were split. Was Lively a fearless advocate for her creative vision, or was Baldoni right when he accused her of rewriting history to protect her brand? The drama intensified when Baldoni escalated things further with a lawsuit, suing Lively for defamation and claiming her comments had irreparably damaged his reputation and the film's prospects.
He is just this sort of more bucked up version, more beautiful version of Deadpool.
Where's your mask? You guys are seeing this, right?
And he's got these long flowing locks and he's sort of a Zen character.
So sorry about that. This place is beautiful. Told you there were a lot of Deadpools over there.
Boy, do I love playing nice pool. He's just so manufactured and so nice that, by the time his head is just blown clean off of his body, you're breathing a slight sigh of relief. I have low bone density and I have to keep my face safe.
Just when it seemed like this scandal had hit its peak, a bombshell detonated. A leaked phone call allegedly recorded by Baldoni's camp. The audio, which insiders say could be the smoking gun in his case, sent shockwaves through the industry. In the recording, Baldoni reportedly accuses Lively of orchestrating a deliberate plan to sabotage him. He claims that she pushed for changes to the script, like adding comedic scenes and toning down the novel's darker themes, only to turn around and publicly criticize him for allowing those very changes. But that wasn't all. The call allegedly reveals Baldoni's frustration with Lively's strategic manipulation of public perception. At one point, he reportedly says something to the effect of, "She's setting me up to look like the bad guy." If these accusations hold water, this isn't just a creative disagreement. It's a carefully orchestrated takedown. Lively's team, however, is fighting back. They've questioned the authenticity of the call, suggesting it could be edited or taken out of context. And the mystery deepens. Who leaked it and why? The leaked phone call has turned Hollywood into a battlefield, with fans and insiders alike taking sides. On one side, Lively supporters argue that she's being unfairly vilified for daring to challenge the status quo. Blake is a trailblazer, one fan wrote. She wanted to elevate the project, and Baldoni couldn't handle it. On the other side, Baldoni's defenders see the call as undeniable proof of Lively's alleged manipulation. "This recording says it all," a social media user commented. She set him up to take the fall for decisions she orchestrated. As the debate rages, social media is lighting up with memes, hashtags, and conspiracy theories. And Team Blake and Team Justin are trending, with fans dissecting every rumor and accusation. The entertainment world hasn't seen this much drama since the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trial.
Always tease each other. He was, after I gave birth, he was like, "Oh my gosh, if I lost you and I, went to the park with our 3 kids, I mean, think of the ladies I can." Like, this is a horrible thing to say. And he's like, "I've got a long list." And I was like, "Oh, really? Because I just have one on my list." I don't have anyone on my list.
And then it wasn't funny anymore.
No, it's so much more of a burn. He's like, "Wait, who?" And I was like, think of someone. Bob Newhart, I don't know.
And then there's Ryan Reynolds, the silent player in this high-stakes game. While not officially part of the project, insiders claim he was deeply involved in shaping the film's creative direction, offering script suggestions and even influencing marketing decisions. To some, Reynolds was just a supportive husband helping his wife navigate a challenging project, but others see him as a behind-the-scenes power player, pulling strings to steer the film in a direction that suited his and Lively's image. Baldoni reportedly viewed Reynolds' influence as a direct threat to his vision, fueling tensions that were already at a boiling point. Could Reynolds have inadvertently, or intentionally, pushed this feud into overdrive? And if so, how does this scandal impact his squeaky clean public image?
Oh my goodness, wait till you see Lady Pool. She is gorgeous. She just had a baby too, and can't even tell.
I don't think you're supposed to say that.
That's okay. I identify as a feminist. I'd be fighting alongside them, but my calling is to one day host a podcast that monetizes the women's movement.
It's based on a beautiful, really important book, and it's about a young woman named Lily who confronts the generational cycles in her life and breaks them and ends the circle.
This isn't just a battle of egos, it's a career-defining moment for everyone involved. For Blake Lively, the stakes are personal and professional. If Baldoni's accusations stick, her reputation as a classy, forward-thinking actress could take a serious hit. For Baldoni, this is a fight to prove his credibility as a filmmaker and to protect his career from being overshadowed by scandal. And let's not forget the film itself. Producers and investors are panicking as the drama threatens to overshadow the movie's release. Fans of the original novel, who once eagerly awaited its adaptation, are now expressing frustration. "This isn't the story we fell in love with," one fan tweeted. "It's become a circus." Will the movie ever be released? And if it is, can it survive the shadow of this controversy?
It's a bit of a tough adjustment in our house, but it's good. I have 2 other daughters, so my oldest is very into the baby, but my middle child, not so much. But we're thinking of keeping her.
Does she play with her? What does she think?
Well, she sort of pretends to play with her. So in the beginning, our oldest is loving on her, and she's very maternal, and then our middle daughter is just keeps away from her.
So, who's the real villain in this Hollywood power struggle? Is Blake Lively a creative genius fighting for her vision, or a master manipulator who played the ultimate long game? Is Justin Baldoni a victim of sabotage, or is he spinning a story to protect himself from public scrutiny? And what role does Ryan Reynolds really play in all of this? One thing's certain, this scandal is far from over. As more leaks and accusations emerge, Hollywood and the world will be watching every move. Let us know in the comments whose side you're on. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for the next chapter in this unfolding saga.